What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got a new Battle Master to be talking about from the Transformers trading card game. Although incidentally, we've got a new utility upgrade as well. These have been revealed by the lovely Francis Capra over on Twitter. You might know him from such TV shows as Veronica Mars, Heroes, and iZombie. And he's gone and revealed some doozies. First off, ladies and gentlemen, Raider Sights, a Battle Master who turns into multi-maneuver glider wings. Not for nothing, the very first utility Battle Master that we've actually seen so far. But let's start off with Raider Sights. It is a Battle Master, and it is a 6-star with 3 attack, 9 health, and 1 defense. That's alright. For a 6 cost, those stats are alright. They're not pitiful. They're not great. They're fine. I mean, to be honest, they're pretty much what we would expect from a 6 cost. But it has a skill as well. Focus 1. Before flipping battle cards when battling, look at the top card of your deck. You may scrap it. Now, this is really good for a number of reasons, and we've seen Focus coming around. I mean, Sergeant Flamewall was the one back in Wave 3 who was really bringing us the Focus. Well, what it allows you to do is essentially, to a minor degree, fix your top deck. It was Specialist Flamewall, sorry, not Sergeant Flamewall. How silly of me. It doesn't guarantee it, but if you're going to be attacking and you have a look and there's a blue icon there, scrap it so you hope to get an orange icon. And similarly, if you're defending, you have a look at the top card of your deck, and if it's an orange icon, you scrap it for the hope of gaining a blue icon. And it is when battling, not when attacking or defending it. It's either of them. Now, you can also go a little bit fancy, so let's say, for argument's sake, you really need to hit a double orange on something like Peace Through Tyranny in order to get a KO. Then you can look, and if it's not a double orange, you can scrap it to marginally increase the chances of hitting a double orange. Generally, it works better for mixed decks, but it's also quite nice to try and hit that double icon, give you at least a better chance of doing so. So we like this. We're a fan of Raider Sights. At least we're a fan of Focus. But it's a Battle Master, right? Before it turns into an upgrade, it's fine. But there's nothing about this that makes me want to play it as a 6-star character. As a side note, it is ranged, so you've got the usual cheeky damage tricks. Things like Armed Hovercraft, a weapon that gives you +1 attack, has a blue icon, and allows you to do 1 damage to each enemy when you attach it to a ranged character. And Marksmanship, which allows you to drop 2 damage counters to an enemy in bot mode if you've got a ranged character on the battlefield. But far more excitingly about Raider Sights is when it gets KO'd, you attach it as an upgrade, multi-maneuver glider wings. +1 attack, +1 defense, focus 2. Now this we like very, very much indeed. And there really aren't many upgrades that increase both your attack and your defense. This is something that's quite rare to see. Now, we did have Ion Blaster of Optimus Prime back in Wave 1, which did it very, very nicely if you're Optimus Prime. If you're not Optimus Prime, and the vast majority of characters are not Optimus Prime, yeah, it doesn't do that. Now, it is worth noting that there is actually only one, but there is one other Battle Master who does give a boost to both attack and defense. It is Raider Nightstick, who when KO turns into Black Beam Blaster, that gives you +1 defense and +2 attack. So actually, if you're just looking for the stats boost here, Raider Nightstick is better, and Raider Nightstick is also a 6-star character. But you get Focus too. Now, Black Beam Blaster is alright. If you flip at least 2 black icons, your opponent chooses a card from the hand and scraps it when you attack. It's fine. It's pretty good in a piercing black deck. Outside of that, maybe not so much. But this gives you Focus too. And remember, Focus is good when you're attacking and when you're defending. And yes, it does stack. So let's say, for argument's sake, you put this on 2 Specialist Flame War, who's sitting there in alt mode with Focus 2. Specialist Flame War then gets Focus 4. Yeah. So that means you look at the top 4 cards of your deck, scrap as many as you like, and put the rest back in any order. Now, to be fair, putting the rest back in any order could actually be really crucial. Because let's say, for argument's sake, you're only supposed to flip 2 battle cards. Well, if you get to rearrange 3 or 4 battle cards, and there's a white icon there, let's say Rapid Conversion, well, if Rapid Conversion is the 3rd card, you don't get the white icon, you don't flip the other 2. Whereas if you put Rapid Conversion 1st or 2nd, then you only flip 2, but you flip a white, so you flip 2 more. So that could actually be pretty gosh darned relevant. If you're looking for focus, this is your best option. And unless I'm missing something here, I don't think we've actually had an upgrade yet that gives us focus. Although we will in just a moment, don't you worry. So we like the +1 attack, we like the +1 defense, we like the focus, and of course, one last point before we move on here. Multi-maneuver glider wings gives you focus here. And focus, not exclusively, but is arguably better where you're playing a mixed deck of orange and blue, so that you can try and manipulate which ones you actually flip. And they're the kind of decks where you really want the extra attack and the extra defense, because you'll be going for different ones at different times in the game. Now, there is an upgrade I want to have a look at in this video as well that was also shared by the lovely Francis Capra. It is ACUTE Reflexes. It's got a white icon, and it's an upgrade utility, and it gives you Focus 1. Which I believe is the first upgrade that gives you focus. We've talked a lot about focus. Having Focus 1 is good. Yes, it does stack, but it cannot be put on along with multi-maneuver glider wings because of the whole, they're both utilities. Unless, of course, you're going for the Wave 4 General Optimus Prime, in which case, yeah, cool, go for it. But also, when the upgraded character battles and you flip at least 1 white icon, it gets +1 attack and +1 defense until end of battle. So this is very much like a mini multi-maneuver glider wings. It gives you basically the same thing, except it only gives you Focus 1, and you've got to flip a white icon. Now this is while battling, not attacking or defending, just battling generally, either of them. So as long as you're playing enough white in your deck, this does just become an ever so slightly nerfed multi-maneuver glider wings, which does then make me think, well, if I'm playing enough white icons, might I want to play this over Raider Sights and use my Battle Master for something else? Because if we look at something like Raider Nightstick, there really isn't an equivalent of Black Beam Blaster that you can be whacking in to give yourself +2 attack, +1 defense, and a bit of hand disruption in one go. Whereas Raider Sights here, it's not entirely replaced by ACUTE Reflexes, but it's not exactly a million miles away. Again, this is all dependent on flipping a white icon when you battle. If you don't flip a white icon, oh my goodness, multi-maneuver glider wings is better. But if you're playing enough white icons, you should. So I think the conclusion here is that if you're playing a moderately white deck, you're probably better off just going ACUTE Reflexes. But if you want to kind of boost everything, if you want to have a mixed deck where you've got a bit more attack and a bit more defense, and you've got focus, I think Raider Sights might be the way to go here. I mean, one of the reasons I really like this, one of the great combos here, is with the Wave 3 General Optimus Prime. Now, once again, what we're doing here is we're building focus upon focus, but he already has Focus 1. And he gives all of your other characters Bold 1 and Tough 1. And he himself has Bold 1 and Tough 1. So General Optimus Prime really does work best in a mixed deck, where you're sitting there with Bold and Tough and attacking and defending and doing everything. And in a deck like this is a really good utility for General Optimus Prime. Of course, if you play this, you do basically lock yourself out of double primes. You can still go double primes, but you have to go for the starter deck Optimus Prime, which is not the best of them if we're honest, ladies and gentlemen. That's Autobot Leader, came out in the original starter deck. The other thing to point out is that Energy Pack has proven to be a really good utility along with General Optimus Prime to give yourself a little bit more health. And we've got Matrix of Leadership, which has also proven to be a very good utility for General Optimus Prime being an Autobot leader. So, even though that strikes me as a pretty good combo, I'm not sure if I'd actually pull the trigger on it because I think we might have better options. I like Raider Sights, and I think it does a lot of good stuff. I think it's really good in a mixed deck, and I love the focus. But I'm not sure how many characters are going to want this that don't have better options, or might not just want to play ACUTE Reflexes instead. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I like both of these cards, but I'm a little bit cautious. And I'd like to know what you think. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts, be nice, and then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Twitter at Wossy, where we talk Transformers and other games. One more shout out to the lovely Francis Capra for sharing these images and being a lovely dude. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.